Hi, church viewers. This is your number one station channel of Mission and Ministry Sylvester. You're welcome to this very special edition of Live and Act showing in the city of light, a city of work, high, committed, and authority given according to the prophets of this world, prophets of nations of the world, any other person of the Lord in the spirit and by the spirit of physicality, every other word tongues of all nations testifying about this person and what the Lord is showing them to be the greatest and one and only, and the word themselves telling their grand love. So I got a grand love. So to see that if I dress you or whatever I'm seeing with my special light as a virgin light, that I want to say you needed to preserve, then I'm telling you that the Lord have a special package and special messages for you. As the world is facing war, so it is. It's like a city that will be desolated one day, or it's like Babylon that fallen. So this country that will fall, you have no idea when, because you have nobody waking up and telling you what the Lord is saying. I am the number one mission host and your guest of honor. That if I put it right here and you fail to watch, I'll be the same person to watch. So that if there is any better thing, this is myself. So better I'll be the same user, and I'll be the same person, host and manager, and the media is the personnel of it, working and working and watching and viewing, doing everything from start to finish. What am I saying? What you see with this had only resulted on one day. And that one day, all these two eyes minus every other person's eyes is love, life, key to enter the heaven. To their city, you want to see the city of life, and city of wealth. Watch out carefully. If you ever personally want to talk about anything, that should be the foundation of the Lord and what He has also instructed His word men to do. I'm only not just talking about building. I'm talking pillar to pillar, kingdom to kingdom. Why? Because that's an important version of what I'm saying now. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the month of Abib. Not just Abib, but what does Abib mean? It's about one, like this. So anything that starts with one, that is what it says Abib. Or you want to see the Nisan. You have vehicles titled Nisan. You didn't know that all that the white people were doing just was what it's supposed what duty and carry, data, track, record. You are keeping it. Somebody's keeping it. Not in one country, so that you say it's missing that you didn't know it. As my nose is lighting up, so I show you. Look at my face. Look at it. What do you see? What is it over here? You see a special pot. The Lord is making what the cross or the angel of wings. Watch carefully so that you can see what I'm showing here. Do you not see this? What is this and that showing? Do you see the cross, the true cross in the face? You are seeing the greatest angel. And I'm telling you, this myself, to say that you want to have the Lord, watch here. This is the same person doing it. Who can say I design you or keep you healing and cool and holy and beautiful, and I don't have to be holy or beautiful? I don't think that one honoring of whatever can be as it is right before you. In the white, I can see. So that very day, you'll see me in the beauty, like this, lighting up. And I will show you when. I'm definitely going to be where it's supposed to be given. Now watch carefully what it says in the month of Abib. Be careful and watch here, as the Lord is not a fake one to show you something else other than the true self. Now, today we had to discuss a couple of things, but to show that if I'm indeed of light in the side of this eye, the same eye here is the light of love. They are all talking about that. It means that these two eyes were witness to enter into what? The city you have never walked through before. Like this, city of light, but it has darkness. Nobody can ever try it. And where it is, you can enter the Konya mountains and wilderness, the evil forest of the Lord, the love. If you got a key, if you're the Lord and or the priest that the Lord finished creating and show you where you should go, the Holy Ghost will show you where they say, get drunk, now begin. The game start. Amen. So I can show you all colors minus every other color. Today, you can see that, right? Watch carefully. Let's talk about this. That if you think putting on something on this face won't add more beauty or to decorate as I designed the spirit and angel of the Lord, you're going to see that right here. This is where you can try, and if you do this, I can do better than that because I'm the man. Look, you haven't seen my goodness like this, ever walking in the white like that. That you can see beautifully the number one. Not that you dress well and you forbid the work of the Holy One. I can show you beauty after work. I can show you beauty during work. I can show you what's going on. Now, what's going on is nobody tell me, but I know. That is the best to say. The Lord gave you who you are in a version of your type, Nobody's really between, but there's something between. Especially when there's a space and you see the light, and I'm receiving from the light direct. Know that there's nothing between. The light itself or the space, the gap is somebody between. That is the angels. So whether you see it physical or not, it is somebody between. So somebody being in this conversation, check here now. Very well. What is between? What I'm going to talk about, the vision that I wake up today on is this. Now, the Hebrew term for Abib, that is Abib. Abib translate to what? Green ears. So when the Lord begin to talk, only the virgin, the ones who have ear, that is spirit to spirit, they will be the one to hear. However, I don't hear what they say, but I know. It means that even I don't have to hear it, but I know. I know what we have to do right now, next time, and my time is the only time that is spirit and beyond time. Now watch. You see that the word Abib didn't translate to what? Any other color than green ears. Who is the virgin? The virgin of the Lord. So you can only say the Lord says, if you have the ear, let him that hear it, the spirit, hear it as it is right now. So here, he said what? The Hebrew term Abib. Abib. And that's why I told you about the Bible. So the Bible is actually what? Talking about the same Hebrew or Jews to tell you that it is about a virgin or a young woman. So a virgin and a young woman, they are the only people you can see this work out for. We have not recorded any generation in this modern time to say we are doing opposite what they are saying. No, we are not doing that. So see how red love can light up and my special clothing. Today you are seeing it and my whole light showing, my whole well-being showing light. Which part of this flesh? You want to say the Lord is better showing you what I am not? Or you yourself, you cannot perceive, or you don't have the green to see the light or to hear the Lord. Now watch. He said the Hebrew term Abib, which is where they got the word Bible or Bibas. You see, that's why it's written as Biba. So when they put the A at the end of this, they are Bibas. Then we also have it as Bibla. Or you want to say, when you get it, Bible. But the right word is it. So Bible is a virgin. Or Biba is a virgin. Why? Because this is the original word. Now we're going to watch carefully. Watch here. So that it says, or having an ear of grain. What is grain? Like rice. Itching ears won't do anything better than when you are a virgin. So that when somebody is talking, I know this one. When it's sweet, I know. Oh, when it's wet, I know. This is it. Guess what I said the Lord wanted to know. So if you are a visionary person, these are the things the Lord expects first from you in an order to say, honor, give it unto him. May the Lord see my goodness and work through that will get to that place we say what? Promised land or the heavens. The radiance of the light. Let's go on. So that referring to the first month of the Jewish ecclesiastical calendar. Now, which month is first to us as in the place of one? January, that's one. That's one. Sunday is one. According to everything that we have done in place of one. That is when they translated or got a meaning of first place, our first month, there we place it all on Sunday and then January. Anything. And being born on Sunday is leadership first. That is one. Everything one. So 111. Angel 12. Now watch it. Watch it. Then it goes on. It's also known as what? Nisan. Do you drive a vehicle called Nisan or the brand of technology that you say you drive and it's Nisan? The vehicle that parked here is what? Suzuki is what? Maybe you can say that. Or I'm the only one with the red up light or the color that show the light. If you were born of a rose, you only appear of a rose, the prince and princess. They are all living. Oh yes, and they're showing white again. Now watch here. Watch here. It's very important to hear. Now, what is important? I am bringing to you the news. So when we say something important, we imported it. It is a spirit, and you are living with it without knowing. So until the understanding comes, you have no idea. Now, hear me now. So that Nisan tells you about the same first place of things. So wherever it begins, and it's a first place for you, and it begins with that to say Sunday, or you want to say January, that's how it is. In our community, we have arranged it according to how it is. The same number one. That's what we're saying. first place of the Lord. Being born one of these, I cannot be that opposite of human being judgment. No, it cannot work. I feel nothing better than seeing it before your own eyes. That you cannot say you reward the Lord what He has not worked for. Yeah, the best place is when you know it, you hear it, you learn, you understand. And then the best is that we have made it not as you feel it, but that is beyond feeling it. It's already your life connected to the angels, living by the angels, ministry spirit. Watch carefully. So that if we talk of grain, it means rice. Like you want to have the color of rice like this. Yeah, you got a well look, every color of what I'm dressed like is showing spiritual. And you decide that you call it something else. Okay, that's to you. Now watch out. He said what? It represents the time of year when barley, and they normally talk about barley leaf, belly leaf, or barley leaf, or belly leaf. Barley and other grains are ripening, marking the start of the new year according to their biblical reckoning. I rock shoulder with it. So that's it. I am a great one. Now here is the meaning. Abib's name derives from the Hebrew word for ears of grain. You know, rice look in the more natural way to be green color, olive green. That's why that's a virgin word. Completely, and the olive. Those are all olive and all of that. Showing their great color. Where we talk of green, life is set and preserved. That's what we're saying. So watch out. It says especially what? Or specifically you want to say the early. It means that what is ready on time. Or what comes up first. Or what you needed to do at first place. You have to keep it right there. If you know that you want to eat something tomorrow, you have to start working on today. So and see today. These are all the things that talk about green. So like if your nation or country is green, we know it's a virgin. It means that is the Lord Himself. I don't think somebody is better or looking good beyond this. When they bomb, the telescope, the periscope, they are watching. Yes, if you don't do well, they are going to bomb you. I'm telling you. I say it's the end of the world. Whether you agree or disagree, I stand here and I'm with you. And you won't see me. I'm telling you. Heaven, I stand here, I'm in heaven. They won't even see me. Unless they light. He knows who is giving him that thing. I'm telling you. Hey, watch out. And it says, young ear. There is an old man ear. They say what? Young. What is young? Like my age. I started with this work the very day I was this or touchdown. And I've been this. And still young, 37. But I'm older than everyone. I don't just want to be old. So that it's better I keep it the way it is now. Why? There are a lot of ages. Do you know what it means to say ages? I can just call any age for myself or any personality of old or age or whatever, even the Lord or whatever age. I am that person right now if I want to be. That's why they call it a lot of ages. Many of the ages that you want to say is generation he has ever lived in it. Now watch out. So he said what? Specifically, you see that they mentioned it, but the specification is on what? Young ears that appear at the beginning of the harvest season. What is season? The season. You know, normally they need rice to be in the area of what? Waterlogged and reserve. He said, and they shall plant it along the still waters. All this tells you. I don't think we need to go too much into deep. So that when it's harvest time, I'll tell you. So what the Lord has sown now is what I'm telling you. End of the world is war. To know your judgment and where you'll be placed. I'm not supposed to be telling you end of the no. He said, whatever ye have sown, if it's the devil, the end of the result will be what? End of real world and end of what? The result and end of what? The world. Look at it. End of reward. End of what? Reward. End of the world. They are in the same word. So if you sow it evil, you will surely reap it. That is, the angels will surely make it function like, yeah, you want it. Then the Lord will show you what it did. How you war, righteously or wrongly, you will definitely reap. I am not in your name. Personality is of this Sunday birth January. January, Aquarian. I'm not concerned about the Aquarian. But all this, let it say, minus all things. Let the healing be here. Now watch here. So it talks specifically about what? Young person. Young ear. Young looking, so that my age in the youth or before the time I'm working. If you don't see my work, after me I'm working, they'll tell you where they need the workers. Create a lesson. Now watch. Watch it. Significance of this word. So significant. What is significant? The signs of this word. Signs of needing what? This kind of personality. That is significance. It means it stands to be a symbol or the light into a world. What is the world? What is in the world? Now we're going to say it. Watch it. Signifies or significance is what? It was the month when the whatever is right there celebrated the start of their year, particularly the spring. How like what do you mean? What you have sown is like you have marked the year that anytime it begins, something must be ready. It tells you when to start, when to slow, when to keep, and when to what? Stock. All this is happening here. To say you are a manager, we have the warehouse, all this. What we keep there, a manager, a greenhorn, the virgins work. This is the kind of work they have to do. Managing companies and temples. PM. Showing. Wow. I don't think we need somebody to challenge. This is not about preaching. We are telling you what you don't know. Before you even use the word, what it takes to do to say the word, the requirement. So he said, it was the month, or I won't say there was, it is the time, or has always been the time that Lord will be calling and he needs somebody who is hearing. If you are not doing his will, you won't hear him. All that you say, you hear, you say, right. You didn't see the war. That will continue from 2019 till this time, world throughout. Who can stop it? Who stop it? For where? Then double. I didn't call for war of myself than the one who stand the judgment of the Lord. Then he's the one instructing. You didn't know. You call me bad name, then I'll give it to you. The Lord is a witness. I have not sown seed of evil. This is what I say with. Perceive you. I with the art. I'm an artist. Watching carefully, I tell you, you cannot escape death if you have plotted it against me. You can't have life if you have ever thought evil like that. The Spirit knows everything. You have failed to learn so that you don't know a virgin. So a virgin is a stranger and is abomination to you. So you are abomination to us. It's a spirit. That's always been. So celebrated at the start of what their year, particularly the spring festivals of Passover. What you left behind, where you crossed, and where you were safe, and on the land you were given, keeping the law. This is it. And what again? And unleavened or unleavened bread, and the one who have departed from you, from among you, keeping remembrance of his teachings, guidance, the law. It's like that till he returns. You don't have the trust that somebody will return. Where? When? Okay. Then what? Commemorating their liberation from Egypt. That one I mentioned it. You said the liberation. This is January. January is the liberator. Go and find out. Today, read the Bible out. Go and find out what is January. The liberator is the January, the Lord himself. Now what? That's where love is. That's where we are. So nobody can be best in a conversation of what is in the past and what we hold now. So if you cross the waters, look, here is it. You see the path, the pitch, the stadium. You see the waters. This is the country here. This GH Gold Coast. That is it. That is the path. How they made what? A path. How a wilderness or a path was created through the wilderness and they cross the waters. It's like this. And where they have to reserve it. Let's continue till we get to the point where the Lord is telling us the last thing of this. So he said, I have a very special message with you saying it. I can be any kind of form of color, and the Lord, what beauty don't you find this? There's no fashion other than this. I'm telling you. Because you can only have the wealth to show this. And the Lord is the only one who approves of the beauty and the significant way of God. Put it on. How can you compare the past and now and merge it and they're working? The same one that is watching you from the time is watching you today too. All right, let's get to the last place. So what is a relationship? Relationship to Nisan. Watch out. He said, after the return from the Babylonia, what is in Babylon? Babylon. That's why they even name a child after our this name, baby. And I call it the Babs. And then Babylon. That's why I don't normally call it baby. So I call it the Babylon because you have corrected it to another name. And exile. That one too. The exile. The month of Abib became known as Nisan. Time of year. Abib roughly corresponds to the spring. Month of what? They are March and what? And April. You know why it was only starting like that to them? Because that's where they see green or the gardens. But as for us, we see it every day. Even in January, I make it rain. Yeah, I make it rain in January. So you go to the field and you see the green. So when my country is not in wilderness of whatever in desert place, we are not in that month. It means it begins with us ahead of time. Because we are not doing it as people think it is. Once it's ready here, this is where it begins the race. You are now waiting to see it. That's why you don't mark it. So if it's now happening the same time, you have to mark it and know where it began. I wasn't born in March. January is it. I am the real raw boss. I'm not a boss. I'm just simply have to, what it is, telling you, straight up. And then they talk of also April. Now, this one is just starting from January to any other month. Simple like that. You can read from my channel the month that we see cloud and glory and blue on this very part of what the world. It will tell you, mark it, that you know what begins with that, with thousand beginning. Because it rains, I make it rain. Look, anytime in January, I make it rain. This is the only, even, I won't even need to talk. So this what? Calendar base for them is what they were keeping like that. It means that they have been able to mark when the grains or the fruits or the vine is ready. Then they mark that, oh, this is the time they came and the Lord's promise holding. That's why we have it. We have it all the time. All the time because the virgin, I've lived 37 years, so that's why you see all the thing like that. So that all the changes that occur in the universe and season and time is not anybody's system. It's because I'm also using the same thing. I'm also using it. So my enemies who have failed to keep the law according to it and they decide that they will blow our eyes off, today I put the what? The red that you don't want to see on. They will blast you. I don't have to have any, nobody ever died for me. I just want to tell you straight away. If I am here, I'm the same person here. You are not watching through this eye, it's myself alone. Only what is supposed to be taught, I am talking of. So they said, well, it's marking it. It is the first month of them. So our first month is what? January. Because I was born in January, so I didn't. So unfortunately, the best is what? Is January. Yes, that's why I wasn't born in any other place for them to say calendar-wise, it is failed. No. Where it begins with us 1. Where the Saturday begin 1. 1, 1, 1. Leader 1. Sunday 1. January 1. 1, 1, 1. That's why everything is from this command. So to say the prophetic is working, then that's it. Psalm 23 is working. Everything is working. They said unless I die, they have no God to call anybody than this person, single person, call any. No, I said you can't do that. Let the Lord rule. So we are ruling. Thank you so much. You did well. I listen. A city I built is this we are seeing now. Look at how the red color, the light, not being red, don't call anybody red. What you are seeing on this is also inside. And it's in the realms. And in Konya is the only world, a world like this. Love city, the city of love. That's where everything, the greatest city is. Thank you so much. I don't think we have any race. The race is already, you are seeing this person, this. That's the result. Thank you very much.